Clay pigeon shooting, also known as clay target shooting, is a sport involving shooting a shotgun at special flying targets known as clay pigeons or clay targets. The terminology commonly used by clay shooters often relates to times past, when live pigeon competitions were held. A target may still be called a bird, a hit may be referred to as a kill, and a missed target as a lost bird. The machine which projects the targets is still known as a trap. Clay target shooting has at least 20 different forms of regulated competitions called disciplines, although most can be grouped under the main headings of trap, skeet, and sporting. In trap shooting, the targets are launched from a single house or machine, generally away from the shooter, and the following disciplines fall under this category: ATA trap, which consists of singles, handicap, and doubles. The annual Grand American attracts more than 4,000 shooters from across the globe for 10 days of competitive shooting. An individual can shoot up to 2,600 clays in 10 days. Trap shooting's continual growth and expanding popularity is due to the fact that people of all ages, incomes, and abilities can compete. 9-year-old boys and girls shoot alongside 90-year-old ladies and men. Many 70-year-olds have been in the sport for 55 years, and some began just 2 years ago. Other disciplines of the trap is DTL or down the line, auto ball, also known as ball trap. These all use a single machine that throw the targets at various directions and speeds. Then there are the disciplines that use more machines, like Olympic double trap, Olympic trap, and universal trench. In skeet shooting, targets are launched from two houses in somewhat sideways paths that intersect in front of the shooter. Targets are thrown in singles and doubles from two trap houses situated some 40 meters apart at opposite ends of a semicircular arc on which there are 8 shooting positions. The targets are thrown at set trajectories and speeds. The main disciplines in this group are Olympic skeet, English skeet, and American skeet. Each of these have their own sequence and speed at which the single or double targets are thrown at. Sporting clays includes a more complex course with many launch points and shooting stations. In sporting, almost anything goes. Targets are thrown in a great variety of trajectories, angles, speeds, elevations, and distances, and the discipline was originally devised to simulate live quarry shooting. Disciplines in this group include English sporting, FITASC sporting, and compact sporting.
Yeah, in the Second World War already they were shooting shotgun. You'd find out most of the air bases all had skeet ranges, and what they did with that is they tried to get the pilots that were flying to the reaction time. Then you got disciplines coming. The Americans started ATA, which is American trap. They started that. The French, they started the DTL, down the line trap. Then you got the sporting disciplines. You got FITA sporting. So you've got 88 trap, you've got DTL trap, you've got 88 doubles, you've got NSS skeet, you've got Olympic skeet, you've got Olympic trench, you've got universal trench, you've got 8 Olympic doubles on the Olympic discipline. So if you want to go and specialize in a discipline, you cannot shoot them all, because they're all different. You'll find out your gun up discipline, those are the 88 disciplines, the universal trench disciplines, Olympic trap disciplines. There your gun is mounted. So you've got a gun in your shoulder and you mount it. When you go to the sporting discipline, it's a total different setup. Your gun is closed, it will come down onto your hip, and they call it move, mount and shoot. So for you to go and try and shoot sporting and qualifying for national colours in sporting, and at the same time on the concrete disciplines or the standard disciplines, it's totally different type of shooting.
This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Allen Hudson Motors Mombella. We keep moving forward.
Each discipline has got different rules. So on the Olympic discipline, before the shoot, a pattern will be picked, and the standard rule is that from the shot has been fired from the first station to the second station, you got 11 seconds. Then you've got to fire the shot, otherwise it will be given to you as a loss. And the rules state to you that you can kill the target on the first barrel or the second barrel, and the score will still be a full score. If you go to the rules on universal trench, 2 shots per place, aka 1 shot per place. When you go to NSA skeet, it's also unforgiving. There also 25 targets and 25 cartridges. You do not have a second barrel. When you go to the sporting discipline, you will have 25 targets, but there again, if you miss on your first barrel and you hit the target in your second barrel, the score is to count.
This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Fitch & Leeds Premium Mixers, reimagined, well made. This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Weber's, worth the money.
I would suggest, if you are a beginner, first getting a gun and then getting it fit for yourself. Gun fit is extremely important, so that's a first. My favorite discipline so far is skeet. That's just because I've shot it the most and I feel it's the easiest for me. I started clay target shooting when I was about 17 years old. My first shot I actually killed, so I was very happy when I fired my first shot, and it made me realize I want to start clay target shooting more. The gun that I use is actually a Hulu gun. I got it sponsored for me at the end of 2019. It's a custom fit gun, which means the stock is fully adjustable.
I'm shooting a Beretta DT11. The DT stands for detachable trigger. It's got a 30-inch barrel, and I've got it's fully adjustable stock to make sure that my gun always fits me correctly. First of all, in 2017, when we went to the Grand American in Sparta, Illinois, where I shot at 200 out of 200 in the singles competition. And then in 2019, when we went there again, a big contingency from South Africa, we were 14 shooters that went. And there I managed to shoot again at 200 out of 200 in the singles competition, and then also 100 straight in the doubles.
This broadcast is proudly sponsored by Promatic Clay Target Machines. Your sport, our passion.
Let's talk about the technology on guns, shotguns. When we started off in the 80s and the 90s, we get a shotgun, it had a barrel, it had a fore-end, and it had a stock. Standard stock shotgun. And that's what people shot shotgun with. There was no fancy attachment to shotguns. The barrels were fixed chokes. In other words, you got a choke which was 3/4 and a half. I'll tell you about the choke. What a choke does, it gives you a pattern at 16 yards, and it gives you the spread of the shot where you're shooting. So if you've got a full choke, you'll have a spread of about that. If you've got a half choke, you'll have a spread of about that in a 300mm circle. And those were the standards on shotguns. As technology developed and it got more competitive, shotguns now went to this, where you get a stock which is now totally adjustable. So anybody that shoots well, the gun must fit them. The butt plate can sit up and down, left and right, forward and backwards. The cheek piece, up and down, left and right, forward and backwards. You get a palm swell in your hand now. You get a a grip for your finger. If you compare the two stocks now, look at the difference. There's a total difference between this. The barrel technology has now gone from a standard barrel where there was no ink to chokes. So these are interchangeable. They will just screw out, and when you go full choke or half choke, you screw them back in again. So when you are shooting and you're shooting a discipline like universal trench, you'd use a full choke and a half choke. Where you would go and shoot a discipline like NSA skeet or Olympic skeet, you'll go to open chokes, which means there is no restriction on the barrel. And that's what the chokes do. It gives you different restrictions on your barrel. The fore ends haven't changed at all. They stayed the same. And the receivers haven't changed. They're still box locked and I open up. That's no different.